One, did you know that London is home to over 1,000 hidden gems waiting to be explored? Imagine stepping into a secret garden tucked away behind historic buildings, or uncovering an underground tunnel that whispers stories of the past. What about stumbling upon a vibrant alley painted in every color of the rainbow, or finding a quirky cafe where history meets modern charm? These surprises and more await you in London's lesser-known corners. Let's embark on an adventure that combines discovering these hidden treasures with learning English through captivating stories. Together, we'll uncover the magic of this incredible city and bring its stories to life. These surprises and more await you in London's lesser-known corners. Let's embark on an adventure that combines discovering these hidden treasures with learning English through captivating stories. Together, we'll uncover the magic of this incredible city and bring its stories to life. Hi, I am Henry and welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll embark on an unforgettable adventure through London's lesser-known attractions. Together, we'll discover hidden treasures and untold stories that make this city so magical. Here are 10 London street adventure stories we'll explore. 1. The hidden hero stories of Postman's Park. For some, home is where their family gathers, a sanctuary of laughter and love. For others, it's a quiet retreat where peace and solitude reign. 3. Visiting the Attendant Cafe, a quirky Victorian transformation. 4. Walking through Neil's Yard, a colorful secret alley. 5. Discovering the 7 Noses of Soho. 6. Unearthing stories at the Hunterian Museum. 7. Crossing the hauntingly quiet Crossbones Graveyard. 8. Climbing to the Sky Garden for an unexpected view. 9. Finding the Leek Street Tunnel Graffiti Art Haven. 10. Experiencing the magic of God's own junkyard. Whether you're learning English or just love a good adventure, this journey is for you. Many tourists, and even locals, tend to stick to the same famous landmarks: Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, and the Tower of London. But did you know there's so much more to this city? Hidden in plain sight are secret spots with fascinating histories, quirky vibes, and stories that are waiting to be uncovered. So, today I'm taking on a challenge to explore London's hidden gems and share their incredible stories with you. Let's step off the beaten path and into the heart of London's secret world, walking through each location and connecting them to English learning through storytelling. Postman's Park. Imagine standing in this quiet garden, surrounded by plaques that tell heroic stories. One plaque reads, "Alice Ayres, who rescued 3 children from a burning house at the cost of her own life." These tales teach us about courage and sacrifice while expanding your English vocabulary with words like bravery, sacrifice, and selfless. Let's delve into a story. Alice's heroic tale could inspire you to create your own short story in English. Practice writing sentences like, "The fire raged on, but Alice didn't hesitate." Picture yourself walking through dimly lit tunnels where history was made. This underground maze was a command center during World War II. Learning words like strategy, warfare, and resilience helps bring these stories to life. Imagine explaining the phrase, "keep calm and carry on," to a friend in English, or describing the room where Churchill strategized during intense wartime moments. Step into a quirky cafe that used to be a Victorian public restroom. With tiled walls and cozy seating, this spot is great for learning conversational English. Practice ordering coffee. "Can I get a latte with oat milk, please?" Or "What's your most popular pastry?" Imagine a story about 2 strangers meeting here and sharing their dreams. Write their conversation to practice dialogue. Neil's Yard, a burst of color in the heart of London. Imagine describing this alley to someone who's never seen it. Use words like charming, vibrant, and serene. It's the perfect setting for phrases like, "This feels like a hidden world within the city." Practice telling a friend how you discovered this colorful oasis in a narrative format. 7 Noses of Soho. Ever heard of a treasure hunt? This mysterious art installation is scattered across Soho. Each nose has its own legend, like bringing good luck or hidden wealth. Expand your English with words like intriguing, enigma, and mystical. Create your own legend in English. What would finding all 7 noses mean to you? Write it as a mini adventure story. Hunterian Museum. Walk through a gallery of preserved medical specimens. Imagine learning words like preservation, anatomy, and fascinating. Practice storytelling by explaining how these artifacts reveal the history of medicine. For example, Write about how a surgical instrument was used in the 18th century and what it might say about that era's medical practices. Crossbones Graveyard. This somber site is a memorial for the forgotten. Picture rows of ribbons tied to gates, each representing someone remembered. Learn words like unmarked, respectful, and historical. Imagine writing a heartfelt letter in English to someone from the past who may have been buried here. Practice the language of emotion and remembrance. Imagine stepping into a lush garden 155 meters above the city. The panoramic views are stunning. Use words like breathtaking, elevated, and serene. Practice prepositions. The River Thames flows below us, and the Shard rises beside us. Write a description of this view for someone who has never been to London. Leek Street Tunnel. Bright graffiti lines every inch of this underground art haven. Picture yourself describing it in English. This tunnel is a canvas for urban creativity. Learn words like expression, mural, and inspiration. Imagine being an artist leaving a mark here. What message would your graffiti send? Write it out as a short paragraph. God's Own Junkyard. Step into a kaleidoscope of neon lights. Words like mesmerizing, eclectic, and luminous capture the essence of this wonderland. Imagine sharing the story of how each sign has its own history, all while practicing your storytelling skills in English. Write about a fictional sign and the journey it took to end up here. By exploring these spots, you'll not only learn about London, but also enhance your English vocabulary and storytelling abilities. Imagine describing these adventures to your friends or writing your own story inspired by these places. The true highlight of our adventure is the Sky Garden, an oasis high above the city. Picture this. As you step out of the elevator, you're greeted by lush greenery and an open space filled with natural light. The scent of fresh plants mixes with the aroma of coffee from the cafe, while the gentle hum of conversations adds life to the serene atmosphere. From this height, the entire city stretches out before you like a living map. You can see the River Thames snaking through the heart of London, with iconic landmarks like the Tower Bridge and St. Paul's Cathedral standing proudly. Use this moment to practice your English prepositions. The Tower of London is near the river, or the Shard is taller than any surrounding buildings. As you move closer to the glass, take a deep breath and let the view sink in. Describe what you see in vivid detail to a friend learning English. The streets below look like veins of light weaving between historic and modern architecture. Try to use new words like panoramic, verdant. As the video nears its conclusion, the pace slows, giving viewers time to reflect on the journey they've just taken with you. You want to leave them with a sense of wonder about the hidden gems in London, while simultaneously reinforcing their English learning experience. Well, explorers, as we wrap up today's adventure, I want to leave you with something to think about. We've uncovered just a small fraction of London's hidden gems, and yet each place we visited today holds a unique story, a part of the city's soul that is often overlooked. The beauty of these hidden corners is not just in their history or mystery, but in the chance they give us to experience the city in a way that is different from the typical tourist routes. And just like these hidden gems, there are countless opportunities for us to learn English in unique and exciting ways. Learning a language, much like exploring a city, isn't just about the mainstream. It's about discovering new methods, new places, and new perspectives. Let's reflect on the journey we've taken, but also how each moment can be an opportunity to improve your English and connect with the world around you. Take, for example, the Leeton House Museum in Kensington. As you walk through the museum, you see art, history, and the creative process of Victorian artists all around you. Learning English isn't just about memorizing vocabulary or grammar rules. It's about immersing yourself in the culture, much like how we've explored these lesser-known places in the city. Just as we learned about the hidden treasures of art in the museum, you can discover new words and phrases by diving deeper into English culture, whether through music, films, or books. Then there's Eel Pie Island in the Thames. This tiny, secluded island, once home to bohemian artists, has a rich history that reflects the changes in London itself. Think about how language evolves, how new slang, idioms, and expressions emerge over time. English, like the history of the island, has layers of meaning, and there are endless opportunities to dig deeper. For instance, The phrase "to be in a bit of a pickle" originated in the 1600s. Understanding these idioms and their history can add color to your language skills, just like learning the secret history of Eel Pie Island. And let's not forget about the Seven Dials area. This place is full of twists and turns, and it's easy to get lost in its narrow streets. This is much like the journey of learning English. Sometimes it feels like you're walking down a narrow path, unsure of where you're going. But just as we uncovered the hidden stories behind Seven Dials, you can uncover hidden gems in the English language. For example, did you know that serendipity, the luck of finding something good without actually looking for it, was coined by an English writer, Horace Walpole, in the 18th century? The deeper you dig into English, the more you'll find those delightful surprises. Vocabulary building through exploration. Every place we've visited today offers a chance to build your vocabulary. Words like quaint, bohemian, tranquil, historical, secret, and mystery are all useful when describing London's hidden gems, and they're equally important when building your English vocabulary. Think of your journey through London as a metaphor for learning new words. Just as you uncover something new with every step, you'll uncover new English words every day. Idiomatic expressions. London's hidden gems are full of mystery, and so is the English language. Expressions like, "by the skin of your teeth," or "to let the cat out of the bag," have fascinating origins. For instance, "by the skin of your teeth" refers to a narrow escape, and it comes from the Bible. Each expression adds flavor to your language skills, and much like uncovering the hidden corners of London, you can unearth these gems through practice and curiosity. Speaking skills in real-life situations. As you explore a city like London, you'll encounter new people and situations that require you to speak and understand English. In each cafe, shop, or even at the bus stop, you'll be engaging with native speakers. These everyday interactions are like the treasure hunts you go on when learning English. Every conversation you have, whether it's ordering a coffee or asking for directions, is an opportunity to practice and improve your speaking skills. Listening comprehension through storytelling. Each hidden gem we visited today had a story behind it. Stories that were rich in history, culture, and character. In learning English, storytelling is a powerful tool. By listening to stories, you can develop your comprehension skills. The more you listen to different accents and narrative styles, the more comfortable you become with the variety of English in the world. Cultural awareness and context. When learning English, it's essential to understand the culture and context behind the words you use. Take the God's Own Junkyard in Walthamstow, for example. This neon art installation is not just about bright lights, it's about the cultural expression that comes with it. English is deeply connected to culture, and understanding the local customs and historical context can help you understand how language evolves and is used in different settings. Expanding your knowledge of English. Just as we've seen, London is a city of contrasts. Ancient landmarks and modern art, history and innovation, quiet gardens and bustling streets. English, too, is filled with contrasts. The same word can have different meanings depending on context. For instance, the word bank can refer to a financial institution or the side of a river. Learning how to adapt to these nuances is like finding your way through a maze of possibilities. By continuously exploring different aspects of the English language, whether it's through reading, conversation, or media, you can expand your understanding and become a more versatile speaker. Language in different contexts. Much like the unexpected surprises we found in London, you'll discover that English is full of surprises too. The word quaint might seem simple, but depending on how you use it, it can evoke different emotions: charming, old-fashioned, or unique. When visiting hidden spots like Little Venice, you'll learn how to describe places and people using a wide variety of adjectives and expressions that enrich your storytelling abilities. Engaging in English through immersion. The more you immerse yourself in English, whether by visiting English-speaking places like London, watching English TV shows, or listening to English podcasts, the more fluent you become. Just as we immersed ourselves in the hidden parts of London, you can immerse yourself in the language and culture to enhance your learning experience. Overcoming challenges in English learning. Learning a language comes with its challenges. much like navigating through London's hidden streets. Sometimes it's hard to know where to go next, but just as we found hidden gems in the city, you'll find progress in your language skills with persistence. Each new vocabulary word you learn is like uncovering another layer of the city, and every new phrase or grammar rule you master is another step closer to fluency. Building confidence through exploration. Confidence is key in both language learning and exploration. Every step you take in mastering English is like discovering a hidden corner of London. Whether it's using new words in conversation or understanding a complex English expression, each success builds your confidence. The more you explore, the more you'll feel capable of tackling new challenges. Now it's your turn. What hidden spots in London would you like to discover? Or what English phrases have you uncovered during your journey of learning? Leave a comment below and share your adventure with us. And don't forget to subscribe for more exciting ways to explore and learn English. Until next time, happy exploring.